Hey, what's up with it, y'all? It's Knockout Rituals, and we are looking at Texas today. I hope y'all are subscribed, man. If you enjoy the comment, go ahead, hit the sub button, comment below. I read the comments. But the reason I say we looking at Texas today is because Jermell Charlo, he went on live and he basically called out Errol Spence. Well, he called out a lot of people. He said he wanted some of Crawford. He said he's a good fight for Boots. But he was really just, he stayed on the subject of Errol Spence longer than the others. And I think that's a unpredictable, unexpected fight, first of all, because it didn't look like Errol was coming back. We kept hearing reports of Errol's coming back. After Fundora beat Tim Tszyu, they put Errol Spence in the ring, and they were like, we're going to set this fight up for October, right? And then it didn't happen. And then they were like December, and then it didn't happen. And then we went into the following year. Fundora and Errol Spence were supposed to be fighting in January, and then in March, and then May. And hell, Errol's never been back, bro. So, it's been reports that he had been training, but we haven't heard anything about negotiations, offers, nothing. We don't even know if he's coming back, bro. But Jermell Charlo called him out, bro. And he called him out a while back. This isn't new. But he kind of clarified some things on his live. He basically was saying, like, he don't got no problem with Errol Spence. He has no issue with his former stablemate. There's no beef, nothing like that. He just said he's disappointed in the current state of boxing and how boxing has changed so much since his fight with Canelo, in which case we didn't see Jermell Charlo anymore after that Canelo fight in September 2023. But boxing has definitely changed a lot since then. Since then, Turkey has taken over. We got a lot of big fights happening because Turkey is putting up the bread to make the best fight the best. We got Jake Paul, who is like taking over the casual market of boxing. All the casuals who aren't really diehard boxing fans, they're like tuning in to watch these circus events. You know what I'm saying? You got the rise of, what was it, Triller boxing or whatever it was called, where they were putting on like celebrity bouts. You got Dana White making his own league now. It's just a lot. Boxing is like, it's very weird right now. But Jermell said that him and Errol Spence need to fight almost in a way to kind of like help rectify the current state of boxing and save, the real diehard boxing, give the fans a good fight. Neither one of them got belts at 154, but he's saying that the fight is good for boxing. I agree. That's a very good fight. Who knows who wins, because hell, both of them should have a lot of ring rust. Both of them, they've been out the ring for a while. Both been out the ring since 2023. Errol's been gone since July 2023. Jermell been gone since September 2023. I think both of them have lost their hunger. I think that Canelo Alvarez paycheck, that money, I think that has something to do with Charlo losing his hunger, and he just looks happy now. He looks content, enjoying life, enjoying his family. I think, but who knows? He might still got that dog in him. I don't know. He didn't look like a dog against Canelo. He just went in there and fought like he was scared, like he was in there to get paid. But who knows, man? But him and Errol Spence will sell regardless, even though neither one of them been in the ring in 2 years. Neither one of them got belts, got titles. They both coming off of losses. That fight will sell. Who wins? I don't know, but I would be a little more comfortable putting my money on Jermell just because he isn't coming off of such a brutal loss like Spence is. They both coming off losses, but Spence took the beating of a lifetime. Imagine if there was no ref in the ring. If there was no ref in the ring, okay? Jermell made it to the end of the fight. Spence didn't. You know, if there was no ref, Bud probably would have killed Spence in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you might not ever recover and be the same after beating like this. So I'd put my money on Jermell if I had to. But I mean, hey, they both been going a while. Anything could happen. I would love to see that fight, man. Also, Jermell Charlo called out Crawford. Here's the thing to note. He said since him and Crawford had their little issues some years back before him and Spence fought, he said he has spoken to Crawford since then. You know, he didn't go into details. He just said he has spoken to him. So I guess they no longer have an issue. I guess they squashed whatever they had going on. And he now says it would be an honor to share the ring with Crawford. You remember a couple years back, he was saying, you need to worry about the people in your own division like Errol Spence, because if you come up to 154, I'm going to knock your ass out. I'm a knockout artist, baby. Remember when Jermell said that to Crawford, saying how he would knock him out and all this and that if they got in the ring, and how he needs to focus on Errol because if Bud comes up to 154, he going to knock Bud out. Now he's saying it will be an honor to share the ring with somebody as great as Terrence Crawford. Ain't it crazy how the tables turn? It took a while, but Crawford got his just due. He's getting his recognition. Now people see how cold he is. Ain't nobody underestimating him now. Now the whole world knows just how good this guy really was. Jermell said he would love to fight Crawford now. He would love to share the ring with him. He said Crawford is a great fighter. He gave him all the props and all the praise for making history. It was quite shocking to hear Jermell talk like that about Crawford, but he called him out, but gave him all the respect and all the praise. And then Jermell called out Boots. He said, Boots, me and Boots, that's a good fight. I would love to see that fight too. Jermell Charlo and Boots at 154, because Boots don't really, he was unified at 147. He doesn't have a belt just yet. I saw a report saying he got emailed the ring belt at 154 or something like that. But from the 4 main sanctioning bodies, he hasn't acquired none of those belts at 154. But Jaron Ennis and Jermell Charlo will be a damn good fight, bro. I'd rather see that than Jermell and Errol Spence, honestly. Because Boots is fast, he's active, he's been in the ring. He looks sharp, he's flamboyant and flashy. But then Jermell was the real deal at 154. He's the former undisputed champ, so who knows how that will go. Anyways, I'm hoping Mel comes back and 154 stacked, man. That's all I got. I'll catch y'all on the next one. It's Knockout Rituals. Peace.